Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And looking at the Nets, Harden out there with Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. Back to Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Shot clock at 6. Makes it off the glass.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Irving against Holiday. Nets passing it around. It's Durant. Oh, that was something else.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
That free throw good from Durant. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Harden against Holiday. Passes to DiVincenzo. Inside. Deflects the pass. Durant with the steal. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3. Exactly what they're looking for.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Middleton looking it over. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Got a piece of it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Here is Harden. Out to Harris. On the wing, Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Jordan. And he overshot that one, missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Durant. Kicks it to Harris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
When Joe Harris is looking to score the basketball, defenses can overcommit. They do there and commit the foul.
Jeff Green is checked in for Kevin Durant. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Can they get it? And it's laid up and in by Middleton.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Bucks trail by 7. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Harden kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. There's the dish to Harris. Here's Jordan. Stolen by Middleton. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is. And it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. They kick it out to Green. Down low, it's tipped, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bucks trail by 3. .52 seconds left in the first. High post shot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. Portis trying to free himself. A nice shot by Tucker.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Irving. Pass to Griffin. Chalk up 2 there.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely getting to slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here's Tucker. Sweet move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Tucker's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Harden left side. Here's KD. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, you see the assertiveness inside from Kevin Durant. He is so good at finishing in different ways.
The pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Pass to Connaughton. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. The shot's good from Forbes.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Claxton. The shot from 20 feet away. The shot will not fall. And Milwaukee will come the other way. It's Portis, high post. Pass to Forbes. And here's Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Through the contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Claxton. And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. The Bucks also with the sub. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Right side Teague. Outside Portis. They double him with Irving. Tucker. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Tucker's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Irving against Teague. Up again. It's rebounded by Portis.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Portis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
And here is Teague. There's the lob to Portis. Stolen by Durant. For the finish, here's Green. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
And so that's the end of the first half. Buck. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a... That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Lopez inside. He's against Jordan. Lopez kicks to Giannis. And it's off the back rim. No good. Nets trail by 6. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Harden hits them both. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Harden surveying the D. He kicks to Irving. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Harris. Holiday dishes to Middleton. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Nets trail by 4. To the paint. Wants to get it to Irving and does. The Nets working the ball around now. Durant kicks to Harden. There's the feed to Jordan. Clock at 4. Top of the key. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Brown in for James Harden. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Up and in on the layup. Giannis has got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside Irving. No one near him. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Giannis inside. Defended by Griffin. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Irving from long range. Rebound by Brook Lopez. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton outside. From deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Nets trail by 9. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving leading the charge. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And stolen by Irving. Pulls up for 3. Offensive rebound. Griffin kicks to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Milwaukee leading by 9. Middleton the pass to Holiday. He feeds it to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's deflected. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Green passes to Brown. Irving with a clean look. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Portis. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nets trail by 11. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Holiday. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in it with the 2 spot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the shot goes in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to KD. And stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Tucker with the ball. He's against Green. Launches a 3. No good from Connaughton. The Nets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here we go, one-on-one. Middleton for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Lopez. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Jordan with some nice D. Here's Durant. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nets trail by 12. Harden outside. And Green slams it in.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Portis kicks to Forbes. Back to Portis from deep. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Harden. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Durant. The Bucks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Jeff Green. A different look for Milwaukee. .157 left in the fourth quarter. Harris against Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some ball since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris, and the dunk by Lopez.
And this is all you have to do with Brook Lopez. Exceptional at completing lobs thrown his way. Long arms, easy job.
A deep 3 from Irving. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Holiday against Harden. To the middle, and stolen by Jordan.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant. It's the first that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Harden against Holiday. Middleton outside. Now DiVincenzo with the tip.
Lopez, such calm demeanor in the face of extraordinary pressure. Go ahead, big fella.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Knocks down the trifecta. DiVincenzo against Irving. Middleton outside. From deep three-point range, misses. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. David, thank you. report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer. Already a 6-footer in middle school.
George against Irving. George passes to Morris. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
And here's Brooklyn. Harden scanning the floor. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is George. And it's George finishing it off.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Releases from 15, and the dunk by Zubac.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Harden against Jackson. Now here's Harden. Defense is right there, and he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Irving against George. Irving kicks to Harden. And the rejection by Zubac. It's deflected. Stolen by Harden. Outside Durant from past the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. He has 5.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
George looking over the floor. Zubac finds George. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Harden outside Durant. He feeds it to Jordan. Durant with a wide open look. It's hauled in by Zubac.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing. That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. .106 left here in the opening quarter. High post, KD. Harden outside. 5 to shoot. Pops it up for Jordan.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
George against Irving. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Pass to Batum. Here's Mann, defended by Durant. And George kicks to Beverly. To the inside. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Beverly.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And a deep three from Harden. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Paul George, he's been the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's Beverly, following Jeff Green's three. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. And here's Kennard. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Kennard, the pass to Mann. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Cousins. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside for Batum. Down low. And Cousins throws it down.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember.
The Nets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Harden against Beverly. Harden the pass to Claxton. Shakes him. And he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot's good from Kennard.
Luke Kennard gets the ball off quickly, and the mechanics are consistent. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Here's Green. The pass to Claxton. Green up on top. Defended by Batum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now here is Morris. Jackson finds Leonard. He lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
George against Brown. Over in the corner, Green. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Leonard with the bucket.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Nets trail by 3. Outside Irving. The 3. He can't hit that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard, no luck. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Durant, and the layup's good off the glass. KD's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't give Durant this kind of look and expect to get a stop.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Passes it to George. Three-pointer. No good that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 8 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look. And that's...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit, gave this offense a different dimension.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the point guard.
In that situation, not much you can do defensively. DeMarcus has his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Now, here is Irving. Brown outside. Outside Irving. Brown the pass to Jordan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Irving against Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Off the left rim and out.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Stolen by Jackson. Cousins, the pass to Leonard.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
The feed to Jordan. Out to Harris. Back to Jordan. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 3. Cousins, the pass to Jackson. Fires for three. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Here's Irving. Tips it. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. He has 6.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's Leonard. He kicks it to Cousins. Back to Leonard. It's good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Irving kicks to Harris. Off target from three-point range. Clippers leading by 6. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Irving. And it comes off the front of the rim. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. The shot by George, no good. Nets trail by 6. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Harden's got 9.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
George dishes to Batum. Back to George. Launches it. It's good from long range. George has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Harden. Lobbed up there for Durant. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's George. Finished off the break. 13 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. And the Nets with possession here. 9-point game. Harden the pass to Durant. It's tipped.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
George against Irving. George dishes to Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And so it... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 9 points. We've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's man in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Beverley up top, guarded by Harden. Here's man, and Beverley kicks to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Beverley. Kennard with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Rebounded by the Nets. Now Kevin Durant. Griffin trying to get open. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Durant.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Beverly finds Batum. Here's Mann. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Kennard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Stolen. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Beverly. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jordan with it. He's picked up by Rondo.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Clippers leading by 7. Pass to Beverly. Morris inside. Harden against Rondo. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Harden against Rondo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is off.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Patrick Beverly, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see what a play? Unbelievable. Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Jackson passes to Zubats. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Irving. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Irving against George. There's the dish to Morris. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it left. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Clippers leading by 6. George passes to Morris. There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Irving's got the ball. They get it back. Harden finds Green. Now here is Harris. From outside the arc. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Leonard. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the 4th. The pass to Zubats. Good D by Jordan. The Nets on offense. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And here is Zubats. Jackson up top. The 3 from George. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
And the Clippers starting five. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the five, patrolling the paint. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Jackson. From deep, George. Lopez grabs the board. And it's the Bucks on the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Stolen by Middleton. About a minute played so far here in the first. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Back to Middleton. Over Jackson. Middleton can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Leonard, the pass to Kennard. Over Lopez. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. The baseline J off the mark.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Outside Jackson. Kennard for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis high post. Shoots it. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
George against Middleton. Here's Zubac, and it's sent back by Lopez. Outside Holiday. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Nobody near Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Passes it to Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. Holiday, no one around him. And again, the Bucks miss. The Clippers trail. Leonard looking over the floor. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Rondo kicks to Cousins.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you to rock.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. And yes, it's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, for Cousins, that's really a simple, strong throwdown. Part of his normal operation.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Cousins.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's George following the bucket by the Bucks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Rondo against Holiday. Outside Portis. Off target with his three. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And that corner three, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter. And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Beverly against Teague. And Batum kicks to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Poked away. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Hey, with all that wide open space in transition, you just cannot slow down Teague. He's got too many options, too much speed, too much handles. He's too elusive in the open court to corral him in that situation.
Beverly finds Batum. Back to Beverly. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 4 on the clock. Here's Morris. It's deflected.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Tucker. Back to Antetokounmpo. To the wing right side. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now the pass to Morris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. High post Cousins. Working on Portis. Cousins dishes to Beverly. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
And Beverly is very consistent from outside. Solid at hitting the 3 ball when given the opportunity to shoot it.
1:21 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. For the Clippers. Clippers leading by 3. Passes it to Kennard. Here's George. Right side Leonard. From downtown. George, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Leonard, the pass to Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Jackson. 29 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Good D by Holiday. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The Clippers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. It's hauled in by Zubats. A three from Leonard, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50. And that should...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Jackson is out there with Kennard, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Leonard against Holiday, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
And George kicks to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. And there's the pass to Zubats. Pulls it from the elbow, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Giannis inside. He's covered by Leonard, and Lopez gets it to go.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, George. He feeds it to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
George passes to Jackson. Here's Kennard. Back to Jackson. Kicks to Leonard. Over Giannis. Wow, way off on that one.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. Morris comes in for George. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Middleton inside the three-point line. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Beverly kicks to Rondo. He can't get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, you love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Here's Rondo. A three from Morris. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Fouled on the shot and pick. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Giannis throws it down.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
And Morris throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
He kicks to Beverly. For the lead. No good on the shot. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And good that time. Tucker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Cousins finds Rondo. Morris with the ball. Shoots over Portis. Misses off the left iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Tucker the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
To the middle. Here's Morris. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks leading by 4. Teague with the ball. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When Teague drives, he's really good at baiting his defender into giving him path to the lane or committing the foul.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, but the main thing is the 2-possession lead is secure.
Pass to Rondo. Feeds to Morris. On the wing, Batum. Outside Rondo. Good on the triple. Rondo's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, when Rondo is at his most effective, he's setting up people, but he's also getting some points for himself on the perimeter. Then the passing lanes really open up for him, and he can give you real headaches when that happens.
Outside Portis. Out to the wing. Here's Connaughton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Rondo passes to Mann. Good work there as it goes.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Portis against Cousins. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Rondo passes to Mann. Picked him clean. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop over Rondo. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Clippers trail by 4. Batum finds Cousins. Back to Batum. Passes to Cousins. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Holiday against Jackson. Here's George. No good there. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Pass to Holiday. Middleton outside. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Middleton outside. Back to Holiday, and the pass to DiVincenzo. Now Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The shot by Holiday, no good. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And finished off by Leonard.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Durant, the pass to Harden. Back to Durant. Lobs it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
And that one is good.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Irving. Shoots the 3. Lopez grabs the board. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Crafty move, and the layup is good. Giannis has got his second bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here is Harris. Irving dishes to Harris. Off target from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Jacks up a 3. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Takes a 3. And it's Irving missing. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
It's Harden with the drive. To the inside. Jordan with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Harden. Stolen by Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. And there's the second dunk to finish it off.
Quick, active hands. Holiday knows a thing or two about collecting some steals.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Dishes to Middleton. Here's Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Giannis has got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden the pass to Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Passes it to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant kicks to Irving. A three-pointer, no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Irving. Harden outside. Tries again. Outside for Durant. Offensive rebound. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, for a tall guy, Durant has such dexterity and rhythm on the catch and shoot. It's just interesting to watch.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. And to Kumbo inside. Guarded by Green. Yes, that goes in. 10 points for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Harden. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Green finds Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Bobbed up there for Green. Here's Giannis. 12 points for him. Pass to Holiday. Lopez inside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12.
For me personally, I just want energy.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Green in at the power forward position. And Tucker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. There's the pass to Connaughton. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time he might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden.
Nice job from Jeff Teague to freeze the defense and then lift up for the J.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Pass to Connaughton. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Inside, Portis. 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Teague. And the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in for Durant. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Irving up top. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Here is Forbes. Back to Tucker. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Griffin kicks to Brown.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Nets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Brown, good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
1:49 left to play in the first half. Portis against Griffin. Portis in the post. Lays it up off the glass. Portis has got his second basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Brown dishes to Irving. Back to Brown. Harris outside. It's Brown on the wing. Moving it up. Teague the pass to Nora. There's a minute left now here in the second. Here's Tucker. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute at that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
The 9-foot shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Irving. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Here's Nora. No good off the back of the rim.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. It's Harden with the drive. He feeds it to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. No good on the triple. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Irving with it. 8 points for him. Here's Durant. Another shot. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Back to DiVincenzo. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton left side. Clock at 6. Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good from outside.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Outside for Durant. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Holiday against Harden. Here's Giannis. The layup missed. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Down by 12. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving's shot is good.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Bucks leading by 12. Irving against DiVincenzo. Outside Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. And it falls over the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Irving kicks to Harden. On the wing, Irving. Defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Harden. Bobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Middleton outside. The tray. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Down low, here's Irving. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Tips it up.
A talented scorer. There are many ways Lopez can beat you, which makes him so difficult to defend.
Here's Harden. Yep, that one goes in there. Bucks leading by 12. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now DiVincenzo. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Nobody near Irving. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Double team on Holiday. From the arc. Giannis inside. Working on Green. Lopez outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
And so it's Milwaukee looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 13-point game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin. Harris is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Passes it to Nwora. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 11. Claxton the pass to Harris. And here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Pass to Forbes. The pass to Nwora. 5 on the clock. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Nets shooting well. 50% from the floor. There's the lob to Harden. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Forbes. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Forbes has got his first 2 points. Here is Harden. Here's Griffin to the left side wing. Here's Claxton. Back to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Harris. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Nwora, the pass to Portis. He dishes it to Tucker. And Forbes has it in the corner. Pass to Nwora for the 3. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Over Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops. The Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Nicholas Claxton. Harden against T. Outside for KD. Lobs it up for Jordan. A steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Connaughton. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The deep 3 from Harden. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 14 points. The 3. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Harden scanning the floor. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks leading by 8. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the coaching staff. Smiles on their face. That's what they want. Holiday very skilled at getting to that spot and hitting a J.
KD passes to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Holiday against Harden. For three, Middleton. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Milwaukee with the ball. They're leading by 8. Middleton can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. A clear look here for Middleton. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
See how skilled Middleton is. Ready to pull the trigger. And the defense is going to have to do better.
Outside Irving. This one for 3. Cans the 3.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Morris, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubats in at the center. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the two-guard spot. Outside for Jackson, 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Outside Leonard. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
All set. George, that's a two-pointer. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Irving dishes to KD. Irving against George. Irving kicks to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
George with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Now the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Jackson against Harden. On the wing, Harris. There's the lob to Harden. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. George passes to Zubats. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And George with the stuff.
Well, an aggressive player at the rim. Paul George has the kind of athleticism to make a defense look silly.
Irving against George. Irving drives in. Good on the bucket. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
George looking around. Kicks it out to Leonard. Inside, Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively.
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 5. KD on the wing. The feed to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Outside for Batum. And here's Kennard. Batum, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
On the wing, Brown. Pass to Griffin. Lets it go with the 3. Pass to Brown. He gets it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
They've got Griffin. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Green finds Brown. Harden against Beverly.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Leonard dishes to Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Over in the corner, Green. Back to Brown. He feeds it to Griffin. Lays it up and banks it in.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Kennard against Brown. Basket good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Nets trail by 7. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harden the pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins proving you don't have to be a high flyer to block shots. That's about positioning and timing.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Clippers leading by 5. Rondo looking over the floor. Back to Morris. Rondo finds Morris. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Harris. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. An even 3-on-3 break. George against Brown. Now, here's George. Guarded close. The putback. And George able to finish. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
There's a level of physicality that Paul George is willing to play with. This guy can track down second chance opportunities with the best of them.
Here's Claxton, defended by Batum. Here's Irving. Pass to Claxton. Shot clock at 3. There's the 3. And it's Irving missing. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Harris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, you love the willingness of Joe Harris to mix it up. There's a physicality to his game that might surprise you.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Clippers leading by 4. 1:15 left to play here in the half. Outside for Jackson. Back to Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. Pops it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
George with the ball. Brown on him. Zubac finds Jackson. Back to Zubac. And the layup's good off the glass. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Irving against Jackson, and it's Irving missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And it's George finishing it off.
I'll tell you, that's the speed of Paul George on the drive. Amazing attack on the rim.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up. And
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Leonard on the wing. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
What about the intensity. Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Jackson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Back to Zubac. The shot off that time.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Clippers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Joe Harris. And then for the Clippers, Patrick Beverly comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Zubac. Harden the pass to Green. Feeds it to Griffin. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Jackson. And it's Paul George in for Rajon Rondo. Green passes to Griffin. And stolen by Cousins. Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. Harden's shot is off.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Leonard kicks to Kennard. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. The 3 from George. Brooklyn with the rebound. There's 1:54 left to play in the 3rd. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Come on. The kick out to Irving. Stolen by George. And there's the pass to Cousins. Back to George. Passes it to Kennard. Fires high post. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Nets trail by 4. Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Here's Beverly, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Los Angeles, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts, and he makes the first.
Boy, Patrick Beverly, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Harden scanning the floor. No good with the triple. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Kennard. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Here's man, guarded by Harris. That's a 2 from Kennard. Almost, but it rolls out. Griffin inside. Cousins is there. And the rejection by Cousins. Got it off in time. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the third. Clippers lead by 6. Live from Brooklyn, New York. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden against Beverly. Now Harden. Jordan inside. He's guarded by Cousins. A nice shot by Jordan.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
George from deep three-point land doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving from long range. And with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. To the inside, Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly making it easy for his teammate to score.
And for the Nets, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Irving from long range. They get it back. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
George against Irving. And Cousins kicks to George. Back to Cousins. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's up a 3. The shot by George, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Irving missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's George. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Irving passes to Claxton. Irving up top. Defended by Beverly. Irving kicks to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Harden against Beverly. Outside for George. A shot. That doesn't go either for George.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Harris dishes to Jordan. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Jackson against Harden. Jackson passes to Leonard. 1:43 left in the fourth. Some solid defense from Harris. Harden kicks to Harris. Pass to Claxton. To the middle to tie it up. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Irving's checked in for Brown. George is checked in for the Clippers. Harden against Jackson. And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside, George. Zubac trying to break loose. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Money!
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harden with it. Jackson on him. Harden finds Jordan.
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the two-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Harris against Leonard. Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To force OT. Oh, big time play.
And he nailed it. Gets the big time shot.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. Here's Zubac. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. George dishes to Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris, no good. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And George, here we go. And George with the stop.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that? Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
A shot by George, wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Harden kicks to Irving. Back to KD. No good on the three.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
George against Irvin. George passes to Zubats. Good work defensively by Harden. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubats. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Here's Harden. Yes!
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Leonard looking around.
Well, DeAndre Jordan in the face of a defender. What a contest. Nicely done.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Bangs home the trifecta.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Leonard. Yes!
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And here's Harden for three offline. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Payday.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Clippers, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Reggie Jackson out there with Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Can't cash in from close range.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Leonard against Middleton. Leonard the pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Now here is Holiday. Castellanos. Not going to go that time. 80 that time from Leonard. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here's George for 3. Kennard for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo has evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
George finds Zubac. Middleton against George. Pass to Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
To the paint, it's deflected. Zubac. That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. 80 that time from Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Kennard for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
is Holiday. Passes to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Beverly the pass to Cousins. Shot clock at 6. The shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here is Forbes, and he banks in the layup.
This is for any dedicated floor spacer. Once in a while, you have to test the defense inside. Forbes with a beautiful play.
Now here's Beverly. On the wing, Batum. The pass to Morris. Count that one.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Outside Holiday. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Wide open look. And Portis throws it down.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Here's Mann. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Beverly dishes to Cousins. 2 points. That one goes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Holiday, here we go. Here's Portis. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Elbow shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Platoon passes to Morris. Back to Batum. Rebounded by Tucker.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Milwaukee. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Owning that area around the rim, something DeMarcus has done as far back as we can remember.
Pass to Connaughton. Teague feeling it out a bit. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Out to Morris. Feeds to Cousins.
Strong move by Cousins. You see why he's been averaging 7 to 8 free throws a game over the past few seasons.
This is his first free throw of the game. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Bucks trail by 3, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Forbes checked in. Los Angeles leading by 3. George looking over the floor. The floater. That's a 2 from Kennard. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Luke Kennard gets the ball off quickly, and the mechanics are consistent.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Leonard. And George, here we go. That one's not going to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's good. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday against Jackson. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. High post Lopez. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Kennard against DiVincenzo. 11 feet away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Leonard's got 6.
If you can't get Leonard a look inside, this is the next best thing. Terrific touch from mid-range.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Down low. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Just 3 to shoot. 3-pointer. Goes back up. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Leonard inside, covered by Giannis. Outside, George. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Middleton. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
George, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Now here's Jackson. He kicks it to Batum. The feed now to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's Middleton. The Clippers getting the bucket. To the inside, Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So, for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Teague against Rondo. Makes it off the glass.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
Teague kicks to Giannis. Back to Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
Now, here's Kennard. He has 5. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Back to Cousins. Shoots over Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Passes it to Mann. He feeds it to Morris. Comes up empty down low. Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. This is due Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Portis can't get it to go.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Morris throws it down.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition. The ability to make plays for his teammates.
Teague against Beverly. Tipped away. The kick out to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Portis. And too long on the shot. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. It's a one-point game, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
The pass to Portis. The shake. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Beverly with the ball. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Beverly. They've got Batum. Also, Ivica Zubac's out there. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Zubac's no good.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
The Bucks trail. Middleton outside. Tucker dishes to Middleton. And Lopez throws it down.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Clippers have possession. Morris looking over the floor. Zubac's the best of man. Outside for Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
Kawhi Leonard.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Connaughton. Pass to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The kick out to T. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 3. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the break. George with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Outside for George. Back to Leonard. And stolen by Portis. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Back to T, to the middle. Here's Portis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for T. Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Middleton for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard the pass to Kennard. And here is Zubac. Left side, George. Count the basket.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Holiday looking over the floor. He dishes it to Giannis. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is George. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Inside, Leonard dishes to George. Pocket 6. And that one, good. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Fantastic job stepping up and knocking those two down. That's got to be a huge confidence builder.
Left side, Leonard.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It drops.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
George up top, defended by Middleton. Nifty move. Jackson kicks to Leonard. And the rejection by Giannis. Middleton the pass to Holiday. And so they foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
From deep, George misses the 3. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.